I was going to also bring up, back in the 70s when Star Trek wasn't worth a whole lot, before the talk of a new TV series or a movie series had started, a couple gaming companies had acquired the rights through Franz Joseph, who created the technical manual, because he had printed the technical manual with his own copyright. So he licensed out his stuff from that book to other people to make war games and role-playing games and that sort of thing. And according to the Starfleet universe, the Gorn Confederation was the government, and it was a union of 3 sentient races from neighboring star systems. They were genetically almost identical despite coming from different planets, suggesting that they could have had a common ancestor.
Yeah.
So that was their version of the governing body for them as well. Was a confederation of 3 different races.
Yeah, and again, I guess you take the Gorn we saw in Arena, who's obviously more technologically advanced than the Gorn we see in Strange New Worlds, and plus knowing how they react to things, it wouldn't be hard for the Arena-type Gorns to overtake the Strange New World Gorns. So it could be, man.
Yeah, it could very well be, because we've seen enough to know that at least some branch of the Gorn people who are in the military are very clever.
Yeah, because in Memento Mori, we never actually put eyeballs on them. We just saw their ships.
Yeah.
So it could have been something totally different from what we saw in All Those Who Wander.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, I still see where you're coming from. It's like hard to look at some of the things we saw the Gorn doing in Strange New Worlds and go like, oh yeah, I can totally see that they're technologically advanced, you know?
Well, in one episode, fine, because you never actually see how they act individually, but definitely in that All Those Who Wander, it is a problem if they all act like that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Which is what also made me go back and look at, well, so Kirk builds a cannon and dude just builds a pointy stick out of obsidian.
Oh yeah, we were talking about that before we started recording. Yeah. Yeah, in the Arena, the Gorn goes for a stabby thing, and Kirk goes for a pew-pew.
Mm-hmm. You would think that a technologically advanced civilization dude would have thought maybe like, oh, I'll put a Wile E. Coyote snare trap, and then, when he steps in it, I'll spring out of the bush, and, some kind of thing.
Well, by the time he hears Kirk talking about using the sulfur for gunpowder, I think it would have been too late for him. But just because Kirk made a gun doesn't mean the Gorn couldn't have given another set of materials, I guess I'm saying.
And that Gorn, he moves so slow that he just may not have had time to put everything together and consider what was available to him. He just found the obsidian and went, okay, I'll make a stabby out of it.
Yeah, man. So that kind of deflates my whole theory, which, I guess I don't mind. But that was kind of the point of this whole episode.
Well, you know what?
But now
we kind of did that with the Sombra class a week or two back too.
Yeah, that's true.
Where I was like, I came in and I'm like, that's stupid. And then you started explaining to me how nuclear ships and stuff work. And I'm like, oh, wait. So there is a way that could work.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good to have your own theories tested sometimes. Just, may not be great to have them recorded.